Hey guys, Gina here. Today I'm going to walk you through a layout that I did of my niece. And what I'm doing here is just showing you the parts of the Scraptastic kit that I thought I might use. This was the Scraptastic Out on the Town July kit. And I have a bunch of scraps left and that one flare that you just saw that was that blue camera. And I'm also going to use that piece of pattern paper from the Crate Paper Collection on Trend. And I apologize because I typed up all of the supplies I used for this layout on my tablet and then didn't save it. So we're going to kind of swing it today as far as supplies are concerned because I thought that I would save some time with my blog posting by typing it up right away instead of writing it on paper and then typing it. Well, yeah. Anyway, it works very well if you save it. So, and I tried really hard to do like a type of video here where I was going to talk as I scrapped, and that didn't work very well because kept forgetting that the camera was on and recording my voice, so I stopped talking. There I just showed you that my ATG is still not filled with adhesive, and that's Stu's fault. So I'm using a piece of basil cardstock in candy hearts, and I just cut about half of an inch off of each side of that crate paper. Pattern paper there, and I just used the candy hearts from Basil as a background, and then put that on trend paper. And then this is Raven cardstock, also from Basil, also from the Scraptastic kit. And I really want to be able to see a good portion of that background paper. And it's really funny to me because on the last layout that I did, I said I have such a hard time using florals. And then here I'm using them two layouts in a row. So it's kind of weird. So I'm just using a couple of these pieces of scrap paper from that kit. And they are from Amy Tangerine. I think it's Yes Please, and one is Glimmers and one is Hopeful, I think. Like I said, I'm kind of winging the supply list here. But I just used those to create a couple of layers underneath my photo. And then as I pointed out, I wanted to use that blue flare with well, it's a flare with a blue camera on it. So I needed to, and there's the blue hoodie that she's wearing. So I really wanted to focus on the blue. And I'm just showing you my options there as far as alphabets go. I had just received the Amy Tan Cut and Paste collection, the Amy Tangerine Cut and Paste collection from American Crafts. I wanted to use those blue labels, but that blue it's like a royal blue and not like I don't know, like a cobalt blue. And so it's way off. The color for those tabs is way off. So I used one of those cut and paste trimmed. They're the epoxy sticker, what do you call those? Borders. So I used some of that one right there to bring that blue in. And then I'm really going to try to use uh these labels, and I stick them down, and then it's just like the color is just so off. Here's some chic tags that came in one of the kits that I have sitting on my desk, not the Scraptastic from July 2013, but I think from Scraptastic October of 2013. I actually skipped the November kits because I have a couple kits piling up in my room, and I kind of want to use them before I get some more. That's the great thing about the Scraptastic kits. If you want to skip a month, there's no penalty or anything like that. So I will get back to it in December. These are the, what do they call them? They're the bits, the cardstock shapes from the cut and paste collection with Amy Tangerine. So I'm looking at some of those, and here's where I realized that those blue things are not going to work. And then I'm thinking that I really wanted that Love This to go behind the photo. And I'm trying to make myself like it where it is right now on the other side of that pattern paper. And you'll see in a couple minutes that I actually end up moving that because I don't like it. I'm going to use these thickers. They are from Amy Tangerine. They are called Layers in the color of Ocean. And I'm loving these epoxy stickers lately, so I'm pulling those back out and going to use, I was going to try to use, I do end up using some of them, but I wanted to use that camera, and the camera didn't work, but later on I'll use a couple of those for something else. And here's where I realized that if I just cut this pattern paper so that the E and the S of Love This aren't overlapping it, then I can put that right underneath the photo where I want it. And then I'm much happier with that. I didn't want the E and the S to be on gray and then the other letters to be on black there. So once I realized that I could just cut that pattern paper, it went a little bit better to get that die cut exactly where I wanted it. So here are some Echo Park stickers that I'm just taking a look at and just going through the things that came in that July kit. I'm trying to get rid of it, so it's sitting on my desk, and I go through it with every layout that I use because like I said, I want to get rid of it. So I'm going to use a little bit. These are the cutout accents from the cut and paste collection. So three things I used on this layout was the Scraptastic July 2013 kit out on the town. I used a lot of the embellishments from the Amy Tangerine cut and paste collection. I used that, and I used that one piece of paper from Crate from the On the Trend collection. So I am going to put the title down here, and I am going to spell Toothy wrong. When I uploaded the video, I realized that Toothy there is spelt incorrectly. So on the final shot of the video, on the final shot of the layout, you'll see at the end, I fixed it. I took that H out of there where it did not belong. I was going to title it, my video, I was typing the title and I hit TOO and I was looking at the picture and I was like, wait a minute, that's wrong. So I had to go in and fix that. So I used some of those chipboard shapes to put those arrows on, and then I adhered down my flare badge there. And here are some transparent stickers. They're called Typed from the cut and paste collection. I'm going to use this one here that just says remember this. It has the blue and the pink, so it kind of works. Well, it does work. It doesn't kind of work. It does work. So here I'm going and I'm looking for some pink letters because I used the those Echo Park letters to put the big there and in black, and I have that black solid cardstock behind all of my layers of my layout. And so now I'm just going to look for some smaller pink alphas to put Grin because I wanted the title to be Big Toothy Grin. So I'm going to use these basic gray alpha stickers here. So then my title is finished. This was a very quick layout, about 40 minutes. Because I had that, here's a trick that we all do. We take those asterisks out of the letter stickers because I had that ocean blue and it's a glittery font. So, and I didn't have glitter anywhere else, so I decided that I would just take those asterisks out of the alpha sticker pack and just use those to create that triangle of that sparkly blue. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just going through and seeing what I want to use. I really like that sweet die cut that came with the Scraptastic kit, so I'm going to use that. And I was looking to see if I wanted to use that epoxy border anywhere else on the layout, and I decided against it. And now I'm just looking, see what I want to do here. I should have watched this first and... Oh, there we go. I'm back. I'm doing more sorting. I'm looking for more stuff. It was really funny when I was doing this layout because, like I said, I was trying to do a new kind of recording where I could talk and create at the same time. And I should know better because I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So I'm just going through and I'm trying to find embellishments, and then I couldn't figure out how to fill all that time. You know, this is sped up to 4 times what it actually took me to kind of make the layout. So to actually fill this space in where I'm actually just digging, I should, if I'm going to do it that way, I should turn the camera off, I think, and then come back to it once I figure some things out. So I'll have to work on that a little bit. I would like to get to that point where I create and I talk at the same time, but we'll see. So I'm going through, I just pulled out the October Scraptastic kit to see if there were things that I could find that would add some dimension and different textures to this layout. And I pulled this. This is from Teresa Collins. I cannot remember what the name of the... I will do my best on the blog post to put this supply list back together. But that's Teresa Collins. I don't remember the collection, but it's a bunch of, tear out shapes there. And I thought I was going to use those chevron green chevron pink arrows, but I decided not to. But I did use that one little sticker there that says recorded down there in the right next to the word big from that Teresa Collins collection. And I'm going to use these. Oh, it's I think it's called Family. I'm going to use these Teresa Collins dark blue epoxy. What do they call those? You know what they're called. Those things right there. Oh my heavens, the word just went out of my brain there. Those little dots of epoxy. I cannot remember what they're called. Enamel dots. They're not even epoxy. They're enamel dots. There we go. Had a minute where my brain was leaving me. I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. I just thought that this picture was so cute. She was giving me toothy grins. She was her mother, her grandmother was holding her, and she was laughing at me. So as you can see, I ended the layout adding another piece of chipboard that right now down in the lower left hand corner, because I used that one green arrow. If you see the little arrowheads going up from the camera, there was the green there, and the green is in that background paper, that floral background paper, but it didn't appear anywhere on that main cluster of the layout. So I wanted to include some more green. So I used two of the epoxy stickers. One says playful and the little heart up there on the top next to the word sweet. And then I pulled that chipboard piece from the Amy Tangerine collection from Cut and Paste that says right now. And that finished up the layout to give me the green in three places. I've got the sparkly blue in three places. And I feel like that pulled it all together with your focus still being on that cute little face of hers. And as you can see on this final picture, the word toothy is spelled correctly. So it will go in my scrapbook that way. So I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you next time. Take care.